values. So where is this graph below the x-axis? It's below the x-axis between 0 and 1. And where is it above the x-axis? From 1 to infinity. On this one, natural log, where is it below the x-axis? Between 0 and 1. It's down here below the x-axis. And where is it above the x-axis? From 1 to positive infinity. Okay, so it's positive from 1 to positive infinity, and it's negative from 0 to 1. And it'll be the same thing on this one. So go ahead and write it right there. All right, on page 841, we're going to go through this really quick because we've been doing this all year long. A says predict the effect of the parameter. So I have a -2 right here with the x, so I know it's going to go right. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I know it goes, it's a horizontal translation. I can't get the pen to write. Horizontal translation, and it goes to the right. On the next one, I know it moves horizontally, and it's +2, so I know it goes to the left. On C, I know it moves horizontal because it's all to the x here. It's all in the parentheses with the x. And I know it moves right. I don't know how to get that thing off of there. All right, letter D, I know it's horizontal. And I know it moves left. E, it's horizontal. And it moves right. And F is horizontal. And it moves left. So everything that happens to the x inside the parentheses moves right or left. It doesn't matter if it's log base 2, log base 10, or natural log. It moves horizontal and it goes right or left. Same thing we've been doing. All right, next page. Now we're looking at the k, the number at the end. So it's going to move vertical all the way down, vertical, so it's going to go up or down. If it's +3, it goes up. -3, vertical. -3 would go down. +2, vertical, and it goes up. -2, vertical, and it goes down. +1, vertical, and it goes up. -1 moves vertical, which is up or down, and it goes down. Doesn't matter if it's base 10, base 2, or natural log. The number at the end, the k, moves it up or down. All right, now we're going to see how the A affects the graph. we have a number 2 here in front of the log. So it's going to be a vertical stretch. By a factor of 2. A 1/2 here would be a vertical compression. By a factor of 1/2, as well as a reflection across the x-axis. -3, vertical stretch, because it's a number 3, the negative has nothing to do with the stretch or compression. By a factor of 3, as well as a reflection across the x-axis. Letter D, vertical compression by a factor of 1/3. E, vertical stretch by a factor of 4. F, vertical compression by a factor of 1/4, as well as a reflection across the x-axis. Okay, turn to page 843. Now this is a very interesting table. This is a very good table because it will help you a lot. This column right here is base 2. This column right here is base 10. And this column right here is base E, or natural log. It wants to know what letter in this equation affects the graph, or what it affects. So what letter affects the domain? What letter moves the domain right or left? It's the H. The H moves the domain right or left. What parameter affects the range? What parameter affects the range? Well, the range was all reals all the time. The range was always all reals, so none. No parameter on these will affect the range. What parameter affects the end behavior? The A, the number out front, the H, and if A is less than 0. A, H, A is less than 0. A, H, A is less than 0. Parameters that affect the vertical asymptote. The H will be your vertical asymptote. Parameters that affect whether the function is increasing or decreasing. The A, or A is less than 0. Parameters that affect the x-intercept. H, K, H, K, H, K. Parameters that affect the intervals where the function is positive or negative. A, H, A is less than 0. A, H, A is less than 0. A, H, A is less than 0. You might want to keep that chart handy.